First, let me state that my goal is to act as that I know nothing about your project.
Okay.
And basically my questions are tailored to allow you to tell the experience, okay?
Okay.
So starting off, how did you come to realize you needed a roof?
Well, I need a new roof because my roof was looking ugly, and then the shingle they were not staying in place. They were like getting smaller with the sun, like getting toasted, baked. And then I noticed on my ceiling inside that I was having like a couple nails going out the ceiling, and that was because the humidity that was under the roof. And then that was the point that I noticed that I need a new roof.
Why did you choose SunSmart Roofing to do the project?
Well, at that time I was looking at the solar shingles, right? I was looking at GAF solar shingles, and then the certainty solar shingle, because those two were the most affordable solar shingle at the moment. Even though there is like maybe 5 different products, but all of them they're really expensive, and they're not even worth it. Like put it on a home because the value is not there.
And did you have other quotes for the project?
Yeah, I got another quote for the project from GAF. Yes, I did.
Were we the cheapest quote?
Basically, no. It's a tough question because the other one, they were more expensive because it was a smaller system. So, this one was the best value because you guys give me a better price for a bigger system that they offer me. So it's just like we need to compare apples to apples. Yeah, but you guys basically I could say yes, you were the best price.
Okay.
That is why I hired you guys.
Was a claim filed in relation to this project?
The insurance claim?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Was the claim approved initially?
That was a long process. It took like a year.
Yeah.
Because when the insurance inspector came over here, he told me that the roof needs to be replaced, but then the insurance just sent me a check for $200. So I need to hire a lawyer, and then the lawyer took a year just to fight with them and get the right amount of money.
Did you work with SunSmart Roofing during the claim?
No.
Okay.
That was before the claim, because at that time I didn't know about SunSmart Roofing, because at that time I was not looking for solar shingles. I had an idea, but first on this kind of project you need to work step by step. First insurance, when you get the money, then you go out and find your product.
Mm-hmm. And then as far as the roof installation, did anything go wrong during the process?
No, nothing was wrong. Everything was good. It was even better than I expected.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna break my rule a little bit. I remember a couple leaks coming in.
Yeah, but that was during the installation, and that was because there was a little storm.
Yeah.
And then one of the metal thing they left on the floor on the roof, it break loose and then caught the water and ice. That is why there was a leak.
Yeah. Well, the ice and water, if I recall, the ice and water had been applied, and some of the existing nails had put small holes in it, and they weren't able to address all that before the rain hit, and that's how the water got in.
Okay.
But the reason I brought it up is, did SunSmart Roofing do anything to address the interior damages?
Yeah.
When that happened?
Yeah, they sent a guy next day, and then he basically repaired the leaks, and then there was another guy who come over here and he painted. Everything was fixed. Basically within 24 hours.
Right. Were you satisfied with SunSmart Roofing's actions in response to that?
Yeah, I have no issue with that.
Okay. How was our communication throughout the process?
Well, it was perfect, man. 100% good. I cannot complain about that because the project last 9 months, and then I was hitting my guy every 1 or 2 months to see what was the status, because everything took so much time, because basically the solar shingle was not on stock at that time. So I think that is made to order. So it took a couple of time, but it was worth it at the end. So.
Yeah. Were there phases in the process where communication was worse than others?
No, man, no. Everything was good. So no.
Okay.
No.
How satisfied are you with your roof overall? You had a specialty product, the Solstice shingles you mentioned. So
Well,
both the roof and the solar production of it.
well, the thing is like we're on December. On December there is no sun season, but when I compare that with the production that I'm getting, basically I'm getting the production that the normal solar panels should be getting at this time of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So
So satisfied.
yeah.
Okay. If there was anything you would recommend we did differently, what would it be?
Well, SunSmart Roofing, they did everything, and they did everything good. But the only thing that need to work is just like the inverter, the inverter sizing,
Uh-huh.
because sometimes the client they want to add solar at later time, and if you
Right, because you wanted to add solar.
yeah, I wanted to add more solar because my goal was like initially get a 5 kilowatt system, and then 2 years later, or maybe next year later, get another 2 kilowatt system. But I ended up getting with an undersized inverter, and that basically that killed the project.
Right.
I'm not going to add anymore because the inverter is the more expensive part of the system, and I'm not going to replace it. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to make adjustment inside my house to spend less electricity.
Right. So if I were to summarize that, the inverter we initially gave you was sized for the existing system, but it didn't allow for the additions that you were planning, which had been communicated but lost somewhere in the
Yes,
process.
and the other thing that I would like to see on an inverter is like, for example, if I have like 5 kilowatt system, the inverter has to be at least 5 kilowatt or more, not 5.8, because 5.8 doesn't allow for clapping to happen, and then when you invest that amount of money, you want to cash any overproduction on the solar panels, because during couple times of the year the solar panel they overproduce, and then if you are limiting that to a certain amount, then you are still losing some kilowatts. So there is not much. It's just basically like maybe 200 kilowatt that you lose per year. But when you try to get 100% of the system, that's sometimes that could be an issue.
Mhm. Did you leave us a review online?
Not yet, because I've been busy, but I'm going to do it, man.
Okay. When you leave the review, will it be a 5-star review?
Yeah, of course, man. If
Okay.
not, I wouldn't be here sitting with you, man.
Perfect.